Imagine a world where your happiness is not anchored to the affection you receive from others. A world where longing glances, missed calls, and thoughtful messages are welcome, but do not define your emotional state. This is not a fable from a forgotten age, but a reality you can inhabit today. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that has endured through the centuries, offers us this very gift. It empowers us to discover an inner peace and happiness that remains steadfast, regardless of our external circumstances. But how does this relate to the desire for someone to miss you? In the intricate dance of love and relationships, we often crave the attention of others, believing their validation is the key to our joy. Stoicism, however, presents a revolutionary approach. By turning our focus inward, towards self-improvement, emotional independence, and a profound appreciation for the present moment, we inadvertently become more compelling, more centered, and, ironically, more likely to be missed. In this exploration, we will delve into the Stoic art of living and loving. We will see how embracing its principles can not only enrich our own lives, but also transform our relationships in the most unexpected ways. Stay with me as we uncover how to make them miss you, not by playing games or orchestrating your moves, but by becoming a beacon of self-sufficiency and genuine contentment. And as we begin this journey together, your support means the world. A simple yet powerful way to help our community grow is to subscribe. It is a small gesture that makes a great difference, and we are grateful for it. Please remain with us for our entire discussion, as each part has been carefully crafted to guide you toward a more fulfilling and enlightened way of life. Our first principle is self-improvement over external validation. In our pursuit of fulfillment, it is remarkably easy to fall for the siren call of external validation. We often measure our worth by the attention and opinions we receive from others, especially within our personal relationships. But what if there were a more empowering, more enduring path to happiness? The Stoic path teaches us to concentrate on what lies within our control, our thoughts, our actions, our responses, while gracefully accepting what we cannot control, which includes the feelings and behaviors of others. This does not mean becoming indifferent or cold. Rather, it is about recognizing that true contentment and self-worth emanate from within, not from another person's approval. Consider this. When we hinge our happiness on being missed or desired by someone, we surrender our power. We become reactive, tossed on the capricious tides of their actions or lack thereof. Stoicism offers us the tools to step away from this turmoil. By cultivating virtues like wisdom, courage, and justice, we build a resilient character that finds joy in its own growth and personal achievements. This is not a call for isolation. Stoicism champions emotional resilience, not emotional detachment. It encourages us to form healthy, meaningful connections built on mutual respect, not on neediness or dependency. And as we prioritize our own improvement, we naturally become more intriguing. People are drawn to individuals who are confident, passionate about their own lives, and content within themselves. So, paradoxically, the less we fixate on making someone miss us, the more likely it is to happen, because we are living our most authentic, vibrant lives. Let us shift our focus from seeking validation to nurturing our inner world. Let us invest in learning, exploring, and deepening our understanding of who we are. This journey is not only fulfilling in itself, but also makes us more admirable, and yes, more missable, in the eyes of others. Our second principle is independence and emotional resilience. At the heart of Stoicism lies the understanding that while we cannot always choose our circumstances, we can always choose our response. This principle is profoundly liberating. It means we hold the key to our own emotional state. Emotional resilience, in the Stoic view, is not about numbing our feelings. It is about acknowledging our emotions, understanding their source, and then choosing not to let them dictate our actions. The Stoics taught us to focus our energy on what we can change and to release our grip on what we cannot. This is more than a strategy for personal peace. It is a roadmap to a resilient life. When we cease to allow external factors to govern our well-being, we cultivate a deep and practical independence. This independence does not lead to isolation. On the contrary, it allows us to engage with the world from a position of strength and self-assurance. In the context of relationships, this means we can love and care for others deeply, without our happiness depending on their constant presence or approval. We build relationships on a foundation of genuine connection, rather than a fear of being alone. Furthermore, the Stoic emphasis on living in harmony with nature and accepting life's inevitable ebb and flow reinforces this resilience. It reminds us that change is the only constant, and our ability to adapt is a true measure of our strength. This adaptability is not passive. It is an active engagement with our values and our pursuit of virtue. We cultivate this resilience through self-awareness, by regularly reflecting on our thoughts and our responses. It involves practicing gratitude, focusing on the present, and challenging perceptions that no longer serve us. In embracing Stoicism, we learn to navigate life's storms, not by seeking harbor in others, but by becoming our own lighthouse. This journey, enriched by the wisdom of those who walked this path before us, allows our capacity for joy and our strength in adversity to grow exponentially. Our third principle is the creation of a meaningful life. The great Stoic philosophers, Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, spoke of the importance of living in alignment with our true nature. At its core, this is about recognizing what truly matters and dedicating ourselves to it. For the Stoics, meaning is found not in external success or accolades, but in the cultivation of virtue, wisdom, and integrity. It is about contributing to the greater good and developing relationships based on mutual respect. Creating a meaningful life, then, requires a deep exploration of our inner selves. We must ask ourselves what we stand for and live by those values, even when it is difficult. Stoicism offers a compass for this introspection, urging us to consider the intention behind our actions. Are we motivated by virtue or by a desire for external praise? Stoicism also teaches us to accept the impermanence of all things, freeing us from the futile effort of trying to control the uncontrollable. Our energy is then directed where it can truly make a difference, in our own attitudes and choices. In this way, a meaningful life is less about what we achieve and more about how we live. This approach also means we accept that setbacks are a natural part of the human experience. Instead of viewing them as obstacles, we see them as opportunities for growth and resilience. We do not seek out suffering, but we find meaning in overcoming it, emerging with a strengthened spirit and a more compassionate heart. In practice, a meaningful life is built through small, daily acts. The kindness we show to others, the integrity we bring to our work, the passion we apply to our pursuits. It is in the moments we take to reflect, to appreciate the world around us, and to foster genuine connections. These acts, grounded in Stoic principles, weave together the tapestry of a life well lived. Our fourth principle is letting go of the desire for control. The Stoics recognized that much of our anxiety and despair stems from our insistence on controlling the uncontrollable. We exhaust ourselves trying to shape circumstances, outcomes, and even other people, only to find that most of it lies beyond our command. This realization is not meant to dishearten us. It is intended to free us. Relinquishing the desire for control is not about becoming a passive observer in your own life. Rather, it is about focusing your efforts where they truly matter, your internal world. It is in the realm of your perceptions, decisions, and reactions that you hold genuine power. Letting go, in the Stoic sense, involves a deep acceptance of the natural flow of events. It is about understanding the difference between your efforts and their outcomes. While you can pour your heart into your efforts, you must release your attachment to the results. This places your actions in a healthier, more authentic perspective. This teaching encourages us to view each moment as a chance to practice acceptance and grow in wisdom. It invites us to question our deep-seated beliefs about control and success. In doing so, we discover that our true strength lies not in bending the external world to our will, but in mastering our inner landscape. In practical terms, this means embracing flexibility and adaptability. It means facing uncertainty with a calm mind and an open heart, viewing life's challenges as invitations for growth. As we integrate this principle, our relationships deepen, our stress recedes, and our appreciation for the present moment blossoms. We begin to understand that the key to happiness is not control, but balance, acceptance, and inner harmony. Letting go is not about relinquishing your power, but about reclaiming it in its most potent form. It is a journey toward inner freedom, marked by a profound peace and a deep, abiding sense of purpose. As we conclude our exploration of Stoicism, it is clear this ancient philosophy offers more than a set of rules. It offers a way of living rooted in wisdom, resilience, and tranquility. The practices we have discussed are not abstract concepts, but practical tools to be woven into the fabric of our daily lives, transforming challenges into opportunities for growth. In embracing Stoicism, we learn to cherish the present moment, to appreciate the beauty and simplicity, and to foster connections rich in meaning. We cultivate an inner sanctuary of peace that remains steadfast, no matter the storms that may rage outside. This path does not promise a life free of trouble. It promises something far more valuable: the strength to face adversity with courage, the wisdom to act with virtue, and the serenity to accept what we cannot change. As we incorporate these principles into our lives, our perspective on happiness and fulfillment begins to shift. We discover that true contentment comes not from the world outside, but from living in accordance with our deepest values. And in this discovery lies the key to a life of profound meaning and joy. Thank you for joining me on this journey at Stoic Journal, where ancient wisdom meets modern living. Let us continue to explore and grow together. For more insights, I invite you to watch one of the suggested videos on your screen. Until next time, remember, the most significant journey of all is the journey inward,